Good morning. I think I finally figured out how to broadcast these monthly and weekly um, meditations and also have it be on Zoom and not be on mute, which in the past has been the issue because the meditation center is still kind of new. We're all getting our footings and, I don't know anything. That's the one thing I've learned through meditation is I know nothing. So if you've been kind of following along in the meditation center, then you know that on Mondays, and I think one Tuesday this month, that we've been exploring going inward. And Going Inward is this lovely book by Yung Pueblo that myself and other guides have been using. And before we get into a short practice, I'd just like to invite you to community meditation if you haven't yet tried it out. There's about 1,000 of you, just a handful less than 1,000 of you in the meditation center. And we only have maybe, I think like 60 people or so who have signed up for community meditation. And it makes me wonder if maybe you don't know exactly what it is, because it is so awesome. And we would love to have you there. So I thought I would take just a minute or two to explain community meditation, then we'll have a practice, and I'll leave you with a quote from the beautiful Yung Pueblo. This is an awesome book. I would highly encourage you to get it. So community meditation is offered every day, several times a day. And it's with one of our almost 30 guides who have been trained by me in the Mind Oasis method. And the Mind Oasis method really incorporates your physical body, your emotional body, and your state of mind in every practice. We are not separate from our physicality. We are completely intertwined, physical, mental, etc. So community meditation is offered in the morning. There's a nooner and there's an evening session. And the sessions are 30 minutes long. And if that's a little daunting, please don't think that we sit in silence for 30 minutes. That couldn't be further from the truth. It's a heavily guided meditation for the most part, and you sit in community. So as where I'm sort of talking at you right now, in community meditation, it feels much more participatory. It is, you can have your video on or off, and we start always with just a little bit of movement, some sort of grounding exercise. We go through what I call the 3 lenses, which is, again, taking a peek at your physical, emotional, and mental state of mind. And then usually folks will take you, or the guides will take you through some sort of maybe 5 senses to connect with the inputs into our conscious mind that then formulate our unconscious mind, or a body scan or something like that. And then we'll sit for a period of time focusing either on the sensation of breath or perhaps the sensation at the palms of your hands, if that's less triggering. And then we always end with some sort of quote or music or something lovely. So it's really an inspiring place to be. And we just keep hearing from people who participate that, excuse me, how meaningful the community becomes. So one of our community members had been experiencing health issues over the past few weeks, and she attended my class yesterday. And another participant just said how much he had missed her. He had missed her input. And, this is global, one person from the East Coast and one person across the pond. So if you are interested in developing a consistent practice that you look forward to each and every day, that's powerful and inspiring, if you are looking for like-minded folks to sit with in community, and if you're interested in breaking down the barriers of land and country and coming together as humans, community meditation really is for you. We have a 1-week free trial, so you can try it out. You can go to, I think you could end up going to 4 times 20, 25 sessions or so on, during that free time, and get to know each of our guides. Everybody comes with a little bit different personality. And then after that, there's tiered pricing. I think it's 12, 18, and 27. So depending on, for a month. And I think you could have about 100 sessions. And then different levels, you get extra little goodies. And the extra little goodies, if I'm really honest, we're still sort of sorting out. So forgive us as we on a lot of volunteer time, continue to engage and grow. So my final note is just that in a week from today, we have a dance party called Moonlight Meditation. This is our 3rd annual, and DJ Lady Owl will be making her appearance. It's always a good shake your ass kind of time, and we would love to see you there. And then just a reminder that we have a wonderful silent auction going on. You can find that link all over the place in the meditation center. But particularly if you go to the schedule, so go to topics, schedule, look at this week's schedule, and you will find a link there. Mind Oasis is a 501c3 nonprofit. That means we depend pretty heavily on donations. We do have our fee-based classes. We do have community meditation. But at the end of the day, those offerings cost a lot more than the revenue that comes in. So please bid high and bid often. Okay, so let's get into it. Take a good seat. And if you don't know what that means, you could be seated in a chair. You could be seated on a cushion. You could be seated in your recliner chair, whatever you'd like to do. We have an open heart and a strong back. And for the check-in, I like to close my eyes and to turn the gaze inward. Take a full satisfying breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And for a moment, noticing how you are feeling physically today. Noticing how you're feeling emotionally today. And then finally, what's the state of your mind? And sometimes this one can be a little challenging, but just taking a peek if it feels vast and open, curious, or something else, maybe spaced out or shut down. And we're not trying to change anything here. It's just a noticing, and the power is in the noticing. So this week's topic for going inward is going inward for insight. And this morning or today, we're going to use the 5 senses to gain insight into our current experience. So starting with your field of vision, whether your eyes are open or closed, noticing the light and the shadow, the depth, periphery. Noticing any scent in your room or in your space. And then noticing any leftover taste in your mouth. Then moving your attention out to your sense of hearing, sound. noticing the furthest away sound that you can connect with. And then again, coming inward and noticing a sound very close, perhaps even within you. Can you hear the sound of your heart, sound of your breath? And then finally, feeling the sensation of air on your skin, like a blanket surrounding you. And so now we understand the inner landscape, the inner experience in this present moment. And we're going to go back through the 3 lenses and do another noticing, an exploration of insight into your experience in the present moment. How are you really feeling physically today? Like a spelunker in the cave, take a poke around and just notice. How are you feeling emotionally today? It's a real mixed bag for me. Sometimes I feel joy and sorrow both. Take a look. And then what is the state of your mind? Has it been on repeat? Is it feeling spaced out? Does it feel open and receptive? No judgment here, just a noticing. So we can gain great insight into our current experience. For 1 minute, we're going to sit together in silence, abiding with our current present moment experience. 1 minute, quietly and with stillness. And then just allow these words to come in through your ears and land on your heart. Yung Pueblo writes, healing yourself can be messy. Seeing yourself through honesty can be jarring and tough. Can even temporarily cause imbalance in your life. It is hard work to open yourself up to release your burdens. Like removing thorns from your body, it may hurt at first, but it is ultimately for your highest good. The dark clouds of rainfall are necessary for new growth. Healing yourself can be messy. Seeing yourself through honesty can be jarring and tough. It can even temporarily cause imbalance in your life. It is hard work to open yourself up to release your burdens. Like removing thorns from your body, it may hurt at first, but it is ultimately for your highest good. The dark clouds of rainfall are necessary for new growth. So we'll just take a moment here, one more moment of silence and stillness, seeing if any of those words resonate in your heart, gifting you insight. And then noticing if there's any intention you'd like to set for the week ahead. It could be as simple as I'd like to sit one more time in meditation. It could be I'd like to sign up for community meditation and sit with others. It could be something as simple as practicing patience when your children, pet, or partner annoy you. And then you can just tuck it in your heart space. If it resonates for you, you can place a hand over your heart space. May all beings experience the opportunity to heal, to go inward, and to experience the present moment with insight. And when you're ready, then wiggling fingers and toes. So again, I invite you to join us on community meditation. You can go to events and you will find a sign up there. You get a 1-week free trial. On the 31st, we're hosting a Moonlight Meditation Halloween celebration. Costumes are optional but encouraged. There's an event that you can RSVP. It's free to attend. And then please visit our silent auction. The link can be found in this week's schedule, which is under topics and schedule in the Meditation Center. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your